Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's me. Oh, God. Hello, everybody. It's me. It's Andy, Decayed Andy here. I clearly wasn't on screen. I am now, which is good. We're all up and running for the poop cast. Well, pre-poop casting, I suppose. We're in pre-pooping mode, as you can tell, because I haven't got things sorted out yet. You don't need to see twit law. You don't need to see that. I just need to sort a few bits out. I hope everybody's doing well today out in internet worldo. If you're all having a good day. I see Daddy in chat. Hello, Daddy. I thought I'd pop my shaft in before the poopcast. Oh, fair play, Daddy. How's Daddy doing? You feeling better compared to the previous couple of days ago when you were diseased? Are we doing Remanente 2 this Friday or next Friday? Title and genre need changing. Oh, piss. You're right. Thank you, Daddy. Yeah, are you free as long as you're not diseased? Obviously, we will continue Remanente 2ing. Okay, that's cool. Pog, as the kids are known to say. Let's go and sort the stream title out because we're not playing Buttman. Not today. Not Buttman in today. Da. Just chatting. That's all we're doing. We're just having a little cozy talking. I'm gonna talk to people about what they got for Black Friday as well, because that'll be fun. I just had a massive migraine. It's all good now. Ah, okay. I get you, Daddy. I get you. Gotta drink water, baby. Gotta get those fluids inside of you, my dude. Drink all of the fluids, and then I don't know how else you avoid migraines. Maybe, I don't know if it's for you or not, but overheating sometimes gives me brain pain. But I don't know if I've had a migraine before. Specifically a migraine. I've had headaches. But, you know. Gotta work through them. I have a 1 liter juice bottle always by my side. Is it juice or is it something more devious? It's not like Monster, is it? Because that's not juice. I hope you don't drink Monster. I hope you don't drink any energy drinks because that stuff's really bad. You know, I've sold out when I'm like, you should like get what's the generic stuff that everybody sells these days? It's like Angry Joe's got his own flavor and stuff like that. It's like a protein energy drink powder stuff. Looks awful. It probably is awful. I am prejudging it, of course, because I don't like that stuff. For me, my migraines are pretty much always caused by looking at my monitor too long. Ah, I get it. You're looking at hentai too much. I get it, Daddy. I understand. Getting that eye strain and blood loss. I understand. Used to drink a can of Monster during my walk to uni and back today. Jesus Christ. Then again, I needed it. No. No. Oh, Daddy, that's not good. Well, I'm glad you don't do that now. Daddy. Monster's not a good way to go. I don't drink them anymore. You fucking better not, mate, or I'll have to come round and fucking knock your pissing teeth out. Well, actually, if you're drinking Monster, your teeth will just fall out themselves, I suppose, won't they? As is the way of the Monster drink. As is the way. Yeah, there's how many stories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've only got 4 stories, so not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stories, I can count. We've only got 7 stories this week. But that's okay. Like I say, I could talk about some of the Black Friday deals and doodads I did today and go over the week. I would have had like 4 Transformers to talk about, but they're coming on Monday because of course they are, unfortunately. Now I'll start punching holes in walls. Oh no, don't do that. You shouldn't be punching holes in walls, son, because that's expensive to get fixed. And you want your walls to not look like they've been punched, because it's hard to sell your property later on. And if you don't own said property, then you have, I would imagine your landlord wouldn't be desperately pleased about that. I completely forgot about. How did you forget about Black Friday? Technically, Daddy, Black Friday's still on for another 2 days, at least for most sales places. Most of the sales stuff goes on until maybe the end of today on like Amazon and stuff. But I know for like CD keys and all that jazz, it's like till Tuesday for some reason. I don't get paid till Thursday. Well, ripperoony spatoony, I guess. I'm sorry, Dad. Well, I'm sorry, Daddy. This is what happens when you spend all your money on Genshin women. It's what happens, my dude. I don't know what to tell you. Don't you be buying your Genshin ladies. It's worth it. Jubal would disagree, my dude. Jubal would disagree. as Jubal pulls the L's every time. Is Jubal the L puller when it comes to Genshin? Are you the W and is he the L maker? I think we discussed this, right? And it was decided that Jubal is the L maker and you're the W. But I don't know whether that was a biased look and he would disagree. He might disagree and be like, no, Daddy's the L, I am the W. I don't know. Snifkin sniffer. I've got the sniffles, but that's okay. I'm the W with characters, but the massive L when farming for stuff for said characters. Oh, okay. Oh, so what you're telling me is you're lazy, Daddy. Oh, that's not good. Don't be a lazy boy, Daddy. Don't be lazy. Unlucky. No, unlucky. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I get you, Beans. I understand. You just don't get those sexy drops. That's fair. I wouldn't know. Though you do always like say, how did you get that drop to me? Sometimes when I'm streaming and I just happen to get an item that you've had to farm for ages, which is quite handy. You know, I'm like, oh, this is a thing. This is nice. This is cool. I'm down with that. What time is it? 10 past. Yeah, you get very lucky sometimes. Sometimes I don't. It's all streaming luck. You know, maybe I'd be really one of those streamers who should like do Pokemon card pulls and stuff like that. The problem is I just don't give a fuck about Pokemon cards. Or cards in general. Cards ain't my deal. I've never been a card. I collected Pokemon cards, but I never played the game. You know, I should start streaming as I play. Yeah, I tell you so many times, Daddy. You should get back to playing. You're like bloody Jason. I'm gonna start playing games again. When? I think Jason said he was gonna start this week, but then he didn't again. That's why I didn't scream it on the Discord because I was like, he's fucking lying. He's lying. Jason the Magic Liar. That's what they call him. The devs actually reward everyone who streams. Oh, really? Oh, that's, All right, well, fair enough. That's okay. That's fine. You know, doesn't sound sussy at all. You should stream, though, Daddy. I'd watch a Daddy stream while I'm working, potentially, during the day. As much as I could while working, obviously, but, you know. I'd be here spiritually. You know, that would be Andy's, the way of the Andy. If I can, I would be here looking at you, watching and judging. Otherwise, I could like just pop in and go, oh, he's doing things, and then send a scathing message like pee pee poo poo. I need to set my OBS up again. It shouldn't be too hard, right? OBS isn't too hard to set up, generally speaking. And if I can do it, if Andy can do it, you can do it. That's what I'd say to that. Anyway, you know what we should do? I should get to pooping. That's what we should do, chat, so we can get the Transformer goo out the way. Here's the thing. While you're here, Daddy. So, the Buttman game. The Buttman game has a lot of achievements, right? It's got a lot of, like, goals. And some of them overlap. So some of the challenge rooms are like, play this challenge room as Buttman, as Robin, as Harley Quinn, as Theodore Teddy Long, as Commie Gordon, etc., etc. Should I do those off stream? Because if it's the same room over and over again, just with a different character, there are some racing maps where it's like, play this race map, but do it in a different Batmobile. And I can't imagine it changes the game too much. I should probably do those off stream. Just then I can play the game, and it's not the same thing. I think if it's the first time completion, then do it on stream, but repeats. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm down with that. All right, I'm going to hit that sexy fucking music, and then we can start pooping. Music time, boys.
Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name is Andy, Decayed Andy, and I'm alone once again, stuck on the moon, looking down at the people at Earth, hating them, as I always do. We're here this week, once again, with very little news, but we have a little few snippets, some doodads, some hoo-has to talk about, if you would, so hopefully you'll come on a journey with me and listen to said news, or watch it, depending if you're watching on the tubes at the moment, or the Twittlers. Not the Twiddlers, the Twitches at the momento. So what do we have to talk about today? Well, starting off the Transforming Transformers news, DNA designs are kicking in with another kit, as they are wont to do. Oh, I hope everybody's okay out there. I should have said that first. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you have had a good week, a good Black Friday, and all that jazz. But we'll be getting to Black Friday later, roar. So hang on a second. DNA Designs are doing the DK-49, which is a Studio Series Rise of the Beasts, Nightbird, Battle Trap, and Scourge upgrade kit, where they slap all of these upgrades into one pack. So if you did just want one, too fucking bad, you're going to have to buy all of them. So if you wondered, it's the S99 Battle Trap, the S101 Scourge, and the S104 Nightbird. Each of these comes with different for different things. So Battle Trap gets 2 Gatling guns, an articulated chain, which just means a chain. Oh no, it is properly articulated, right? Yeah. I wouldn't really call it a chain, but it's kind of a chain. It's kind of a chain. Articulated chain for his battle mace. Scourge gets 2 movie accurate shoulder pads, a new right arm, and new pieces for the front of the alt mode. There are 2 additional new parts which don't come with the previous kit, which is interesting. Oh yeah, I thought we did an upgrade kit for Scourge already. I guess this is his upgrade kit plus 2 others, I guess. Nightbird, longer wings for the robot mode, and 2 katanas. So let's have a look at the full set. This is a full set. Is this? Hang on, I'll pull up the. Let's pull up the Scourge kit as well. I said as well, not on its own. There we go. So. Oh, okay. Right, so these are different upgrade parts for Scourge. Because you definitely get more in the previous DK-46 pack, where he got 2 new arms, new head, battle mask, and a few other little doodahs, and his big old blade and whatnot. This gives you the biggest shoulder pads and whatnot. So, it seems like they're showing off Nightbird. She had little baby wings before, like if you remember Angel from X-Men 3, when he's a child and he's trying to cut off his wings, and they look like little chicken wings on his back, in that scene where he's in the bathroom crying. Funny scene. They've beefed them out a little bit. I wouldn't say there's massively changing the silhouette of the figure. They're more accurate. They've got a bit more paint on them. But for me, again, they're just kind of a shruggy, okay. Katanas are a bit nicer, I think. They've got more paint. They have paint on them. So they've got yellow little chevrons potentially going down the sides of them, on both sides, inside and outside of them. So that's nice. The wings are, the quote-unquote wings are articulated on the joints that can flap mildly. Again, don't know if this is a big upgrade for her, or if this is something that someone wanted, as it still seems to not be a great figure from the images I'm looking at here. But you know, if the wings were a big point that you would look down the Nightbird and were like, "Fuck this! I'm never going to buy this figure because of those little baby chicken wings on her back." Well, this might be the way forward, I suppose. It shows that you can store the katanas on the underneath the car. And it seems like the wings do still go nicely into the alt mode when fully transformed. So that's cool. Battle Trap, yeah, just 2 Gatling guns, so you can have his Gatling guns on his arms. Okay. They look nice, I suppose. I've got no issue with them. And the articulated mace, again, it's fine. You know, you can have him posed a little bit better with his chain. Yeah, I don't know. It feels underwhelming. It's nice that you can stick the Gatling guns on the side of the vehicle mode. That's a very G2-y, in my opinion, feeling, which I'm okay with. You can also have the articulated mace flopping about if you really want to, but it looks kind of odd. So what do we actually get here? So, for the Scourge figure, you can give him, instead of the big claw hand from the previous set, you can give him just a normal hand. So that's something. What are the other new bits? Okay. So yeah, you get rid of the weird longer shoulder pads and have a much more streamlined look, which I think does look a little bit nicer. Is that the same for this figure? Yeah, even with the upgrade kit of the previous figure, he still had longer shoulder pads. They were different shoulder pads in the previous upgrade kit, but these ones are much more tucked in, it seems. Much more schmoove and whatnot. You don't get any of the other pieces, so you don't get like the leg thickeners or the new arm for the other hand. The other hand? Yeah, his left hand previously was his little claw hand, and his right hand was a normal hand, and now in this new kit you can get a normal right hand if you want as well. It feels like, man, is it worth it? Is this kit worth it? I don't know. It does show an image of them both combined, both of the Scourge kits combined together, and it does have a very different silhouette and look to the original version, but this is 2 upgrade kits. So that's probably £80, £90, £100 for getting both of these kits together just to fully upgrade your Scourge and make him more pleasant to look at. Seems a lot for a he's a Voyager leader? Is he a Voyager leader? Doesn't say. I'm gonna say he was probably a Voyager, right? Hang on. No, he must have been a leader because he's much taller than Battletrap. Yeah, so he's a leader. So the leaders are about 50 quid as well, £52. So maybe to get him fully upgraded, this is a guess because I'm not sure what the price of each individual upgrade kit is. It's about 150 quid, maybe. As usual, the DNA stuff is very much a is this worth it? If it is going over £100, is it worth doing this for Scourge? You need to really like Scourge. And I'd say, again, unless you're just averse to buying third-party toys, which, fair enough criticism. If you don't like to buy third-party toys, you don't like to buy third-party toys. Fair enough. But if you're not averse to buying third-party toys, if we're going to into the realm of being over £100 at that point, or dollars, yen, whatever your currency might be, maybe just wait, and there'll probably be some kind of third-party kit. Third-party figure, complete third-party figure, which would probably tickle your beans just a little bit better than a Hasbro standard figure, I would say. But the other two are very... I really don't know why you would buy this for the Gatling guns, because they're fine, but they're not a big seller, I would have thought. Mace... again, kind of Andy shrugs shoulders, meh. The katana's kind of, again, meh. Shoulder accessories change, meh. And a new arm. This feels like a very meh. Probably because it's spread out over 3 figures, right? You're not getting, I don't think you get anything substantial for what you're spending here, at least in my opinion. But, the option's there for you if you really, really want it. I guess this kit is maybe good if you don't want to go a super intensive upgrade route for Scourge. If you're mostly happy with him and you just want to give him one new arm and you want to reduce those shoulders, this kit might be worth it, while the other one maybe had a few bits that you liked, but not enough to justify it. I don't know. I'm trying to find ways to, why would people get this kit? And I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty. Not entirely sure. Anyway, anywho, Earthspark are planning to release Season 1 Part 2. Apparently Season 1 Part 1 is already out on DVD. So why am I talking about this now? I'll mention this is America only, as usual. It's episode 11 to 26. Huh. Is that right? 10? So it definitely has more episodes than the first part. The first part only had 10 episodes on. 11 to 26 is more. Certainly more. So it's $13.99 for the DVD set if you really want it. February February 13th, 2024. No cover for it yet. Why am I talking about it? Because I'm not a fan of the show. I made that clear. I'm not a fan of Earthspark. However, if I was a fan of the show and I wanted to buy Transformers Earthspark, I would not want to buy on DVD. It's a CGI show. It's 2023, going to be 2024. Why would you want to buy this on DVD when you could have, well, at least have a Blu-ray accompanying it, right? To go alongside it. It's not like it's a 90s show or an 80s cartoon or anything like that where you'd have to work to get it up to HD quality. It came out and it's already HD, right? Put it on the HD format. Let people buy it or don't, depending on if they care about the show or not. And maybe the idea is they're kids who are going to be buying it on DVD versus adults who will just stream it potentially. And kids don't give a shit about what format looks like. Blu-ray and HD quality, I guess. Maybe they don't care. Granted, I do have a mate who has told me before one day, which I was kind of horrified by, that he couldn't tell the difference between Blu-ray quality and DVD quality. And I felt that I was dying hearing something like that because it's madness. It's like I don't know what the color blue is while he's wearing a blue t-shirt. And it's not even like he's colorblind. I'm tempted if I ever see his dad again to be like, so I realize you got laser eye surgery for his brother, right? I remember you did that. Did you ever think about like doing it for him as well? Because come on, guys. We all know there's a massive difference in terms of quality between Blu-ray and DVD. Massive. You can tell the difference. For me, I've never been on the 4K kind of bandwagon, mainly because I've never had a 4K screen. Never had a 4K screen, never had 4K access to 4K, so I don't know if it's a significant upgrade. It's not like going from DVD to Blu-ray, which I think is a very obvious, like here. There's a massive change in quality here, and you can see the difference. I don't know if it's as visible with Blu-ray to 4K, mainly because I'm not willing... Well, I'll tell you why. One, I'm not willing to invest in a 4K TV because they're expensive. I'm not willing to invest in a 4K screen for my computer because they're expensive. And I don't think there's enough media that's on 4K Blu-ray at the moment that I would want. I'm waiting for them to start putting like the Warner Brothers cartoons on 4K in like a year or 2 years time and then go, haha, you have to buy all this stuff again. And I begin to cry. I can see that happening. So, like I'm saying, Earthspark, put it on Blu-ray, let the people that want it have it. Don't just do the DVD. DVD, bad. Blu-ray, good. That's my opinion. Mainly complaining about just like releasing stuff on inferior... Like, imagine it came out on VHS. Or HD DVDs. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Do you remember HD DVDs? They didn't last long. Didn't last long at all. So, we also have this week an Unused Legacy Straxus art. Apparently, you got a first look at this. This came out during the week via Twitter. The writer F.J. DeSanto replied to Decepticonadian on Twitter, because apparently they were commenting on this, about the image and confirmed that he worked personally on the development of the character. He also commented that the development of a three-season Legacy animated series and story bible for the toy, which is where the image came from. Unfortunately, Netflix passed on making the series. Personally, I would say after the... Do we want to say debacle? Wow. Whatever the Netflix series was, I think that was a pretty abysmal show. Earthspark's better than that. I don't have good things to say about Earthspark, but Earthspark is much better than the Netflix show. Sweet Jesus. I'm glad Netflix passed up the opportunity to do another Transformers series because I know, or at least I have a strong inkling. We'll go with that. I have a strong inkling that the quality of another Netflix Transformers series would be unchanged from the previous ones, i.e. It would be crap. But this is an image that came from, I guess, that Bible or a few images that come from the Bible. The particular image we have here is a Decepticon with a weird robot skull, animal skull on his shoulder. He's got a skull on his belt, which makes me think, and it's a pickaxe as well, makes me think that the mold was maybe going to be based off of Skullgrin. You know, that poopy one? Oddly enough, it doesn't look like it's in Straxus colors. Colors on the image we have here, he almost looks kind of greeny. But, you know, this is an image that wasn't used, so, you know, what can you say? I'll read out the tweets that were tweeted on the Twitter land. I can tell you whoever told you that it's a fake is wrong or lying. I know because I worked on the development of that character. It's not AI. Really curious where it originally appeared. Which character is it? Said Decepticon8. I'm probably not allowed to say, but the original popped in Marvel Comics. Oh, but he originally popped up in Marvel Comics, and he has several different names over the years. I will tell you, he was planned he was the planned major villain in Legacy, and we have quite a lot planned for him. And we had quite a lot planned for him. I must say, this is rather intriguing to hear. I actually didn't know you had any involvement with Legacy or even had a story planned for him. Well, developed a 3-season Legacy animated series and story Bible for the toy line. Hasbro did incredible art for it, which is where the image comes from. After Netflix passed on the market making the series, Hasbro decided to not do a story-driven toy line like War of Cybertron, again, like I said, for the best. And then we have some more concept images of Straxus with his original body and after the accident, where he seems to be, I guess this is what they were kind of going for. It doesn't exactly look like this image. The image which looks like box art image is what I mean. He doesn't have the robot skull on his shoulder. He doesn't have the normal Straxus head in the chest, because he's got that going on. It looks like an Autobot X design, more like this would maybe be a Builder figure, because it doesn't look like a cohesive Transformer. And the Straxus, oddly enough, looks kind of slim and slender, very kind of built down, unlike the Straxus that we generally know. Looks a bit like a Starscream prototype in some ways, because I could see that he's got a bit yellow on his chest, which, you know, isn't a nose cone, but in my brain, I see yellow in this kind of triangle pointing down shape, and my brain goes, oh, a nose cone. It's not, but you know what I mean. Kind of interesting stuff. But like I say, I can't say I'm desperately sad that we have veered away from potentially another horrific Netflix series, which I would definitely not have been on board with personally. I'd given it a go for the show, but I wouldn't have been happy about it. Super 7 show off more of the... Well, they show in-hand images this week of Transformers Ultimate Waves 3, which is G2 Megatron, the G1... Optimus Prime alligator thing. I'm not going to try and say the name. G1 Wrecker. And we have more pictures of Tarn and Nickel, because they got some images over the week as well. So we can have a little... not many images. When they say a few in-hand images, they mean like one. The Megatron do look good. Still, I think the Red Series look like a massive downgrade from every other action figure line that Hasbro's doing, and it still baffles me. I don't know how, but the image for Tarn, like, all of the plastic is, like, absorbing all of the light. I don't know if this is just lit particularly poorly, or it's the plastic that they've used that just is sucking up all the light. Doesn't look quite right. Wreck-Gar, he has a chin beard that's going to really restrict his head articulation, if you think about it, because it's coming over his chest at an L angle. So you're not going to turn his head left and right without, like, potentially damaging or bending his little Fu Manchu beard part for his chin. And that's maybe an issue. And the Optimus Prime thing, we have a taxi, the Optimus Prime Gator, which has little happy eyes, and then the top of the tower with Optimus Prime's arm. Then box shots, not bot shots, box shots of all the bits. Oh yeah, I forgot the strangely enough, they didn't show any additional images with the other accessories added onto them. And having a look at the box art, you can see that like Megatron has like 3 heads, and Wreck-Gar has at least an additional 1 head. Not really even posed with different weapons. Wreck-Gar does have an axe, but he's not posed with it or anything like that. Megatron's got most of his weapons on, but I'd say generally speaking, these still look quite nice. But nothing about them makes me go, yeah, these are really worth the money, personally. And I made a mistake. I was thinking of the Red Line series when I was making strong hits and saying Hasbro has done it better. Do you want to say these are worse than the Hasbro G.I. Joe figures? Maybe. These are more expensive than the G.I. Joe figures, so... You know, I'm happy to say that. These come with more accessories, though. I'm not sure if they're taller, but either way, you know, they're coming. Still coming, I should say. We also got in-hand images of the Transformers X Gi Joe Collaborative Soundwave Dreadnought Thunder Machine. Images over the week to see how big this boy is. He's pretty large. I keep forgetting how big these figures are, but they have to be big to be able to incorporate the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures along with them. Soundwave has lovely red slippers, much like Dorothy, of course, so you can go back home if he ever chooses to. I think the extra additions to the little bits of red are quite nice for the Soundwave. I think they have to adhere to the G1 aesthetic again a little too hard, which kind of takes away from what they could do with the design. The big shoulder cannon is very, very large because it's the back of the vehicle mode. He closes up quite nicely, I suppose. Not like... I'm trying to think. I think he looks a little tidier than Megatron. Because that Megatron design was a little bit on the sloppy side, I would say. I think this Soundwave generally looks a bit nicer. Doesn't look quite as holy. The back of the bicep, he's got a big old hole in there. But apart from that, I think generally he's quite nicely done. Apparently, he can open up his chesticle and poop out a Ravage, as, you know, Soundwaves must adhere to forever and ever, even if they don't turn into cassette decks. And oddly enough, I think the Ravage looks fine. It doesn't look too bad. Reminds me a little bit of the Generation Select one that came with the Hound, if you remember that. But without the weird face. That figure had a bizarrely designed face. This one looks okay. He is in blue rather than black. Which, you know, I guess they just threw him into the sprue for the mold and just went, that'll do. Just gumming him up full of blue plastic and whatever. It's okay. Looks like he's got okay articulation to him. Nothing crazy or anything like that. And then we have the Dreadnoks, because we've got Zartan and Zarana posed on him too. I don't know if these are the figures that come with him, because these are better sculpted than I would have assumed. I thought they came with retro-styled G.I. Oh, yeah, no, they do. Okay, I was going to say, the figures that are posed with the Soundwave, they look too modern. They look too fancy, detailed, and modern. And I was right. As we also see that there's on-card Zartan and Zarana styled in their very, 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 very old ways. So they've got these strange proportions on them. Or the, you know, the very 80s design to them, I suppose you could say. But I think it looks like a better set than the Megatron. I think it looks better than the Bumblebee. Would I buy it myself? Not really. Would I be tempted if it was £10? Yeah. Yeah, I'd get it for a tenner. Yeah, not for the asking price, personally. But it's interesting to see the line continue. I should really look out for a review in the future to see if this guy is any good, how he's kind of stacks up at the end of the day. Maybe I'll remember to do that after the show, but we'll have to wait and see, because I'll probably forget. Oh, wow, we're already on to the last 2 stories. What can I tell you, boys? I told you there wasn't much this week. So, TFCon have announced a few guests for this week. We have Dan Gilverson. This is for the Los Angeles one, the Los Langeles. Dan Gilverson, you know him, Bumblebee, all those boys. He's going to be there. And we also have coming to Los Angeles, Bob Budiansky. This is March 8th to the 10th, 2024. And old Bobby, even he can learn to fly. as Clown Spotica would say, or ask. He was an artist and creator of the Generation 1 comic and lots of other doodads like that. But that's it. I'm afraid to say most of the news consisted of, hey, have you seen this deal? Because obviously Black Friday went on, so there were a crap ton of deals kicking off. Go away. There you go. Kicking off all over the shop. I'm not going to go through every website because, frankly, most of the websites don't ship to the UK, or when you do ship them to the UK, it became much more expensive. If you are in chat, I wonder, what did you buy? Or listener, generally, or watcher, generally, what did you buy? Did you get anything in the Steam sales? The Black Friday deals going on and down? I got a few little dingleberries. Not a huge amount, but like I say, I'm waiting for them. I bought mine from In Demand Toys, not sponsored. They had a few little things. I got myself a G2 Grimlock. I've also got on the way, you might see a pattern, G2 Sideswipe and G2 Mirage, and also the G2 Jazz. Ones I was kind of dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying about. I was really tempted to pick up Skyquake. Sorry, not Skyquake, Dreadwing, Legacy Dreadwing, but I didn't bother in the end. They had the Nemesis on sale, which I didn't care for. They have Shadow Striker on sale, which I still think looks tat. And the other one I was really tempted to get was there was Toxitron on sale for £31. But again, I thought to myself, I do want Toxitron, but I don't like the mold, or I don't like the look of the mold. It looks like it's got a lot of issues. Even though it is Toxitron, do I spend it on something that I think I might not love? And I'm like, So I avoided it. They still got Antagony, which I'm tempted by because, it's Antagony. And I like the Inferno mold. I think it's a fun mold. But even then, it's like, So I think tomorrow is when I get basically my G2 load of goo to my face. I've never had any of the molds. I haven't had the Jazz, haven't had the Mirage, because they're Autobots. Why would I? Haven't had the Mirage, and I haven't had the Sideswipe. I think I played with the Sideswipe a while ago. And I haven't had the Grimlock either. So I'll need to head over to Toy Hacks, because Toy Hacks have a... Toy... I wish I could spell. Toy Hacks. Hacks. What a weird selection of things. Toy Hacks. Toy Hacks have a butt ton of stickers I'll need to pick up. If you haven't... we haven't talked about Toy Hacks in a while, but they've been doing some killer stickers. If you've got the Studio Series Ratchet, there's a new set for him. If you are inclined to upgrade your Ratchet and make him... Why does he have a red fin? Is the red fin for comic? No, yeah, it must be, right? He also had his red... No, when did he have red eyes? I vaguely remember Ratchet having red eyes at one point. Oh, wow, you can get the full toy stickers. You can give him a... Did Ratchet have Portland as a sticker for the vehicle mode? I don't remember that. Still, lots of things. Looks really cool. Oh, no, okay, you can... Portland, Sydney, Los Angeles, New York, Toronto, Chicago, London, Tokyo. Or I could just throw them all on and just confuse everybody. Where's he from? Nobody knows. They just know him as the Medic. One that I really thought was really nifty was the Bludgeon set. And I really think it really makes Bludgeon a lot more spicy. Makes him a bit more distinct than good old Tiny Boy, mainly because of the stickers that you can put on his treads. You turn the treads into like samurai-looking bits of plated armor, and I think that really helps, again, just kind of pull him further away from the Tarn aesthetic. Give him tiny pupils or full pupils, which is kind of fun. There's definitely a reason to go to Toy Hacks, but maybe I've got the reason now because they've got a Jazz one, which is pretty cool. G2 Jazz. Again, you can really make him hella spicy with these weird, I don't know, camouflage, bright orange triangles. I don't know how to describe them, but again, they make little Jazz pop even more, which I like the look of. I'm down for that. The Grimlock ones aren't crazy. G2 Grimlock ones, mainly because they don't add more stripes. They do add... just more color to him, though. And they give him a nice boob sticker as well. Not one I'd rush for, but still pretty nice. The one that they haven't done yet, which I'd like them to do for the future, G2 Mirage. They've done a G2 Sideswipe, or Synthwave, as they've decided to call them. The Synthwave's really cool. Look at that. They got the little sunset silhouetted thing with the sun in the background and clouds in the sky. He just looks cool, doesn't he? No, oddly enough, no sticker for the face. I thought they would have given him a sticker that you could slop on his face to make it less blue. But again, I guess that would make him less G2 Sideswipe, right? That would be a lesser thing to pull away from him. I need to pick up the toe line as well, the Legacy toe line. Not the maybe the stickers as well, but specifically just toe line. I'm waiting for in-demand toys. Well, I'm waiting for me to have money and in-demand toys to have something else on sale that I would want to go along with him. There's just nothing as of yet that I want. Not yet, baby. Yeah, I mean, if you've got any in-demands, again, I was going to say, if you've got any not in demand, if you've got any toy hack stickers that you recommend, let me know. I'd be interested to find out. The G2 set for Toxitron looked really spicy as well. I was kind of tempted. The stickers for the truck are crazy good. Like, considering the truck is just mainly black, or the tanker truck is mainly black, and they did this cool unpainted gray metallic slash down the side with Toxitron in big bold letters, like a yellow, an orange skeleton painted on, then orange paint dribbling down as a sticker. Looks pretty good, man. I just wish that mold was a bit cooler. And you have really look at these internal stickers, man. A Captain Planet sticker, He-Man sticker, maybe, not sure. The Captain Planet sticker, at the end of the day, I think that's neat. Just to spice him up just a little bit more, because the inside of the trailer was a little bit on the poopy, stinky side, I think, because it was just flat, wasn't it? There wasn't anything sexy about it, and that's the real problem. I got a few other doodads over the week, because Black Friday was going on. I got Fawlty Towers on Blu-ray, classic British comedy. Hopefully you all know it. If you haven't seen it before, highly recommend it. I got Red Dwarf on Blu-ray as well. All 8 seasons for £23. That's a lot of episodes. Again, I didn't have Red Dwarf on Blu-ray. I thought, fuck it, why not? Go for it. It's like 23 quid, 8 seasons. That's pretty good, value for money. I got Superman, the animated series, on Blu-ray, because again, I didn't have that on Blu-ray, and it's a good show. It's not Batman. It's not as good as Batman. It's not as good as Justice League, but it's a solid cartoon. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll grab that. I'll tell you what was weird. Excuse me, about the animated Blu-ray Superman show, because I have watched it just to make sure it worked. Not all of it. I haven't gone all the way through it. But on the special features on the first disc, you have the audio commentary for episode 1 and the Toyman episode, whatever episode that one is, where Toyman's introduced. And the weird thing is, the audio track is playing on DVD quality footage for that audio commentary. And you can tell it's the DVD standard, because when you look at Jarrell's headband, how he had a yellow headband on, the black line, to outline the yellow band was pixely. It was super pixely. And then there were multiple times where you'd be like, that's a straight line there. It should be a straight line. It's just pixels. It's like, oh God. I was really worried I'd been duped, and this was a really bad Blu-ray transfer. It was Blu-ray in name, but not in quality. Then I started watching the actual episodes, and it was fine. So for some reason, they didn't get the audio track from, I guess, the Blu-ray, from the DVD, and just rip the audio and then throw it onto the Blu-ray, onto the appropriate episode. They just took the entire dubbed episode and put it on the Blu-ray, which seems like a strange idea, because I would have thought the file would have been smaller, and it could have had the audio commentary on the better footage. It's weird. It's an odd choice. I didn't make the DVD, but it seems the Blu-ray, but it seems like an odd choice to do it. Also got Batman the Animated Series, because I got Superman and I watched a few episodes of that one. You know what? I don't have Batman on Blu-ray. I got it on DVD, but Blu-ray is better, so I picked that one up as well. I've been setting money on fire, I swear to God, this week. I also got a set of Gloomspike Gitz Rotgut Troggoths, which is the Age of Sigmar fancy way of saying trolls. You know, because Games Workshop has to have the special copyrighted names for everything these days. It wasn't technically on Black Friday sale, but there were deals going around. I saw someone on Twitter say they were seeing them for like £19, which is a steal compared to the usual price. I didn't get it for 19, but I did get it for like 23. And I was like, okay, that's fine. How much are they on their own? Yeah, okay, so on their own, they're 37. Okay, they're 37. I got mine for 23. Some people got them for 19. I think that's a pretty decent saving. I'm going to attempt to maybe try and make them into crypt horrors from a Flesh Eater Court's army. I don't know how well it's going to go, but I think that's what I'll do. I'm tempted to make them into trolls because I do like them. And I have thought about making Gloomspike Gits or goblins. Again, like I say, fancy AOS nonsense ways to say things, but you know. So that's another thing I got. I got the trolls. I can put them on screen. There you go. There you go. Gloomspike Troggoths. Like I say, just trolls. Just happy trolls wanting to kill people as you do. So I got that as well. Got that. Oh, and then I got games. I got some games because, you know, deals and whatnot. I got Arkham Knight, which I've never played before. I played Arkham City and Origins, but that was a long time ago. I played like Origins. When was the last time I played? Because Origins was the last Batman game I played, and I played Origins, according to Steam, back in 2015. So a long time ago. A long time ago. There you go. 2015. So I picked up Arkham Knight because I hadn't played it. I hear when it came out on Steam, originally it was fucking crap. It was really buggy and messy. I played it last night for apparently 3 hours. I enjoyed it. It's fun. It plays better than Spider-Man. And I played the first Spider-Man game. Was really happy with that. And it plays better than that. And this game apparently is from 2015 also. So it's older than current Spider-Man, but plays much better, which is interesting, I thought. I also picked up Arkham City. Because I must have played it on the Xbox or something. I haven't got it on PC, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get it on PC. Why not? It was like £2. I think Arkham Knight was only £3, to be fair. So I was like, yeah, you know, why not? Also picked up Necromunda Hired Gun. That was £6. I hear that it's meant to be janky but fun, is what I've seen people describe it as. Janky but fun. So for £6, I don't think I can go too wrong with that. And I also got Ratchet & Clank Rifts Apart. I love the Ratchet & Clank games. I think they're really fun. I was waiting for this to go down in price, and it was like 22, 23 quid instead of 40. And I was like, that's a much better price. So I'm looking forward to getting in and having a rip-roaring good time. There are still technically a few other things I'd love to pick up before the 28th, which is when the Black Friday sales finish, quote unquote. I don't know why they continue for so long. But yeah, unfortunately, I gotta curtail my spending because on, today, the Flesh Eater Court's army set, the preview army set of all the new Flesh Eater Courts guys that are coming out for Age of Sigmar, that being the Abhorrent Gore Warden, the Vargooth Courtier, 3 Lightning Fast Morb Heg Knights, and 20 Crypt Guard, and the Codex Army Book. They're going to be on pre-order next week, and that's going to be like a fucking expensive set. So I'm going to have to hope and pray, because I'll be really annoyed if I miss this set, because technically it's a little bit cheaper than buying them individually anyway. I hope I can get the set. If I don't, I've also then missed out on the deals, the rest of the deals, because I'd like to get the RoboCop video game, and there's a few other games I'd like to pick up as well. But you know, those games will be back on sale. GW stuff usually is not on sale, and this is usually the best way to get stuff. And all of these new units look pretty fucking cool. So please wish me luck. Next Saturday, maybe I'll be able to get the stuff. Maybe I won't be. I hope I will be. Because I've got some flesh eaters at the moment, getting some nice, cool, fancy, sexy units, and a book and data cards, but I don't really give a shit about the data cards, to be honest, but, you know. I hopefully will be able to do that. So, did you get anything, chat? During the Black Friday deals, did you pick up anything sexy and cool? Hopefully you did. Hopefully you didn't miss out on anything. But unfortunately, with that being said and done, and I don't see many people dancing about, and we don't have any questions this week, we might have to call it a show, because that was it. It's very little running this week, boys, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. So thank you very much for coming on by, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the small amount of Transformers news that we had. I hope I entertained you even for a small amount of time. I'm, of course, dead on the outside. I'm dead on the inside. And until next time, everybody, thank you very much for coming by. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and other places as Decade Andy, Moonbase 2 Transformers Podcast. You know the places. You know the jazz. I'll see you suckers next time. Bye-bye, everybody! Bye-bye! Sorry for the show being short. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.